Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that I caused a lot of drama. I'm sorry for lying. I lied a lot, a lot of mistakes, and I don't know what else to say.
Well, Madrazo is the one supposed to be clarifying everything. He was the one asking questions, and we just told you what you
Yeah,
needed to know.
I, yeah. Well, let's. Okay, let me go for you. Okay, just relax for a second. So, this, I'm not gonna lie, I was really hurt. Okay, and I may have expressed it the wrong way, may have did it the wrong way. I know I did it the wrong way. I'm gonna apologize for it, but I was very hurt. I spread a lot of lies about heaven, uh, and I didn't mean to. But most of the stuff that is being said is because I was hurt, and it's a lie. Most of it's a lie, and I'm sorry. If I'm a son of drama, I want to apologize that. I want to apologize for that because I didn't mean for me to be. I didn't want to be. I don't know how to say it. How do I say this? I was hurt, and I'm sorry. I spread a lot of lies. That's all I can say.
So basically, what she's saying is that all the things that she called me, like being a pedophile and me having child porn, it's just all a bunch of bullshit. She knows it's not true. Only people who believe the lies know it's true. And that leads up to the next question of why is Lanisha attacking me? He's believing all the fucking lies, of course, as always, and he's coming after me. He's leaking my mods. He's fucking with me like always. Um, and well, what else can I tell you besides don't believe the lies? Because it's always every time you guys believe for the lies, you guys take it as fact, and I'm the one that gets fucked. So
So I'm waiting for my love to get home because he's mad at me because I joined the voice chat. He told me to fucking wait until he gets home, that I was supposed to be patient, and now he's saying, why the fuck didn't I wait to for him to come home and then for him to be in the voice chat because he wants to be, since Alicia and everybody else talks to him, sends him more information because I'm never on much as I used to be. So he has all the data and everything he was told in order for him to like be here and like so there could be a much more of an understanding going on. So mhm.
I can't tell you I know what she's gonna do next because ever since I got back with Nicole, she's been making fucking threats again. So, um, I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do. She said she was gonna send all the information to Lanisha, and I'm like, fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of dealing with this shit. I don't think she sent him anything. She just told me she was gonna ruin my life or whatever. That it's
Yeah, but
fucking crazy.
why would she do that basically? Because like Lanisha has been talking shit about her too. So
I don't know. It's because everybody's always using Lanisha to do their dirty work because he's so
yeah,
dumb. He will
yeah,
do
and
anything.
basically, since I'm talking now, basically, I've been harassed and attacked by Lanisha just because basically, um because heaven knows about this. Some people wanted me to pick a side, and I was just like, no, I don't want to be. I don't want to be in any dramas or anything like that, because I was like, I'm not part of it, and I don't want to. I don't want to take a side, basically. And he started doing shit, basically, because um as I said maybe a few months ago, with I don't remember the username of this other fucker. Um, the other one that was getting on into the King Erotica server. I don't remember the other one who left. Um, Latino, right? Yeah. So basically, the first thing they did is buying my stuff and asked for a refund, claiming that my stuff was not working, which basically is a lie, because basically I got I had all the proofs that it was working, and it was just a way for them to get these for free. And after that, they sent a mail to Tebex saying that I was threatening them, which was not true. And many things happened at the time, and I was like, what the fuck? Basically, it was kind of messy, and basically, the amount of money I lost when they did that, because basically, like, since Tebex has fees, they're not taking the fees on their side, they're taking the things from your from the wallet. And so basically they just starting getting on me, and I never knew why, basically, because like they were like, yeah, he picked a side, which I basically never did. And what I told Lanisha when this thing happens is that I did not want to pick a side, basically. And now you kind of forced me to take one. And basically, since it was related to Rosie's server, that's why last week I kind of uploaded the bodies, because basically it came back again. It was a few months without anything, and suddenly it came back. It came back for nothing, and I was like, "What the heck?" We were not even talking. We were on our sides. It's just at the moment. I know it's just making many different accounts, trying to get into our servers, and basically trying to contact each people part of our servers to leak all of our stuff. Um, which is sad, because basically I was not part of any of it, basically. And
so, so what's so what's gonna happen here? So what's gonna happen here is that I'm going to wait until Josh gets home, because since he has all the information there and he was told things clearly, since my English is a little bit hard for me to understand since I don't speak it here at home much. But he speaks nothing but fluent English better than me, so he has a better understanding, and he could talk to you guys, all of us there in the voice chat, and we can just solve this out for once and just go on with our lives.
yeah, but basically the only issue on my side that I have now is Lanisha. I don't know if he will stop or not. And basically, what are we saying? Basically, I think he should see someone, like a therapist or anything, to get through, because basically he's just uh crazy, and I think. And basically um I heard that he also posted pictures of me somewhere, and basically he took the one where I looked kind of cute and was like, "Yeah, you want to make fun of me, but in my opinion, I looked cute in the picture." So, and the fact that he's trying so hard to find things is messed up. Yeah, but basically, he said that we stole his idea, but I don't even know what he's talking about. Like, basically,
Hmm.
He never told us anything about the booty thing. We're not stupid. We're moderns. We know how shit works. It's another thing that we don't want to do it.
because basically,
Because
he was
me,
saying,
me and
yeah,
Spoon,
they're
me and
stealing
Spoon had been
ideas.
talking about booty physics for a long time because everybody has been asking, and I basically told him, I was like, it's the same thing as the tits. You just have to copy the weight and then rig to the tit bone, and that's it. Or you can make a
And
special
which
skeleton.
I tried, it did not work the way I thought it would, but I tried
Look, I
basically.
don't I don't even I don't even care about a fucking body with physics, like with booty physics, because either way I would have to fucking redo all my mods all over again. So I have no
Yeah,
interest. Shit, legit. If you guys are here to ask me or Spoon if we are actually spying on the servers to get any information on the bodies, then that's wrong. We legit don't care. He doesn't care. I don't care. He does his animations and I make my clothes. If I was to work with somebody again for a body, it would actually be Nivea, and that's it. We never fucking spied on anybody. I told Lanisha I knew how to fucking. I pretty much knew the trick for the booty physics, but I'm not gonna go through it because I don't want it.
and on my side, at the moment, I'm not spying about that, but I'm just into the Discord server just to check what he could say about us basically, and that's all I do. Basically, I just go in the account and try to check if he's saying any bullshit about us, or even like
Check
that's
for leaks.
yeah, I'm just checking if he's not trying to send things. But basically, I think he got another Discord for that.
No,
But
yeah, he does have a very private one, which we're not in it, and that's where he releases the nastiest shit. Probably, I'm willing to bet my life on it. That's where he posts all the bullshit. He posts the mods, the
yeah, but
pictures.
basically, like there's people that are taking part of this mess basically, because when they join his Discord and kind of support what he does, basically I think these people should not be able to be on our Discord or anything, because basically I know Ruby left again my Discord, but basically if she tries to come back again, I think I'm just gonna ban her like permanently. She's already banned from my Tabex, and I don't think she tried to get my stuff otherwise. But well, that's kind of it's really hard, because basically I had a lot of motivations making mods, and basically now I'm just like um wait, at the moment I don't have my computer, but I was like for 2 or 3 months I was like, why should I even try to make things? Because basically I know you would ask someone or find someone to pay for it and then try to leak it everywhere. And thinking about the time it takes to make things, and many of us here knows how long it takes. Um,
The
it's
the real the real point is Lanisha's a problem, and what are you guys gonna do about him? I know you guys can't control him, but he's using your server, your main server, as a platform. Because I
Yeah,
remember way back then, he was like, at everyone, if you guys want all of Little Spoon's mods and Heaven Dolls mods, join the server, and he was advertising it in your server, Rose, and that's a shit ton of people. That's why we're pretty much in ruins right now.
Yeah,
And
like I said, I'm gonna wait until Josh gets home, and then we're all gonna settle this out because I don't want to make false statements without his consent because he's aggressive, and I don't want no problems.
no one
mm,
hears us. We're just having a conversation. We're trying to fix everything. But the only thing I'm worried about is that we're doing all this, and Lanisha's probably not gonna stop. That's
yeah,
my main
and
concern.
that's and the funniest part is that is like he's like, yeah, they should find a job. Basically, I'm looking for a job at the moment, and at the moment, making mods helps me to pay my bills, pay for my rent, and pay for food and everything. So basically, at the moment, it's the only thing that keeps me on foot. So if I don't have this anymore, uh, it's fucked up. And basically, thinking about the fact that he has around $300 of mods and like he's sending it to everyone. Basically, like if he sends it like just to three persons, it's $900. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't agree because if he feels we wronged him, he doesn't have the right to go and leak fucking thousands of dollars in our personal pictures. Is that a good action? Is that a good course of action to take? Especially if they're lies.
And basically what happens, like he's blaming us for doing things just as a, but we did that just as a response of what he was doing. So it's just trying to mess everyone, saying that we are the bad guys, like, but he's the one just making things and coming back every time with that. And on our side we're just like, what should we do? Just wait for him to stop, but basically he doesn't. And at the moment I was like, no, I would not respond to any of his attack. And at the moment it's just like fuck off, like, and it's just look how bad he is, look how nasty he is. But for sure is not showing the fact that he was the one who started everything again. And basically it's just getting worse and worse, because basically
Mm,
we did not hear of him for months. He was not talking about us. We were not talking about any of it, and we were just making our stuff. Basically, I just restarted like a month ago of making new stuff, and just I just put out new things, and just like now he comes back and just say, hey, you want to have all for free? Like fuck off, like we did nothing actually. I was like on a break for a long time because I was just fucking demotivated for everything.
but what's, wait, hold
Hey
up,
guys,
Madrazo.
I'll be back. Okay, I'll be
Okay.
back.
Hey, you're not gonna blame me for the review of body physics, are you, Madrazo? Really? Okay, because I really hope you're not throwing me under the bus for Spoon's problem. That was because of the view's body physics, not because of me. Make that clear.
Nah, man.
Since
Like, we never
think
even
about
knew.
everyone, you gonna fucking use you guys gonna use me all for a scapegoat now. Oh, really? No, this food thing has nothing to do with me. Okay, don't throw me under that too. Already got me pissed off every time, man.
First of all, he was pissed with Heaven, and I was just I was just kind of I was just kind of
That is my fault, okay? That I'll take blame for. But
yeah,
the
but
Nabil body physics is not my fault.
Madrazo, basically it doesn't explain why I I took bullets too, because basically he if he has a problem with Heaven, okay, but don't put me in the middle. Like basically I was just telling everyone I don't want
Okay, also, I'm gonna, I'm
He
gonna
thinks too
apologize.
much, man. He thinks too
I'm gonna,
much. He's always thinking so much, so much. He's always thinking, but not with his fucking brain.
yeah,
okay,
basically you
I'm
can
gonna,
ask Heaven. I already told Heaven um, a few months ago when it all started to get fucked up. I told him I don't want to pick any side. I don't want to be involved in any dramas. I just want to make my stuff, and that's
Me
all I
neither.
want. I told the exact same thing to Lanisha at the moment. At the moment there was a beef between with Nikki and Charlotte too, and I just told them to. I don't want to be part of the dramas. I just want to enjoy making stuff, just share stuff with people, and I don't want to be part of any dramas. And basically, all it did is making me part of it, and which I was saying no, I don't want to be part of it, you
No
know?
one wants to be part of it, Spoon. Not even me. Like, I'm not even doing shit, and he's still coming after me.
I mean, and also, okay, yeah, keep saying that. I know you keep saying you like to say that. But let me say this, I'm gonna apologize either way. But this is what you don't get. There are many ways you can go about it and not have to fucking make them suffer financially. I mean, yeah, I may have given him some files, but he didn't have to do that. He could have said, oh, well, they worked so hard for these.
Telling him the stuff I did and why this
Okay.
is way more complicated than him and Nicole.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, I was doing videos for YouTube when I had my old channel up before it got terminated. Um, the videos I did was based off GTA, and then Heaven Daw started to comment on the videos because he really loved them, and I seen that he became a fan. And then when I got involved in Discord, with my friend Anna, I was making mods at the time, making mods of my own. And then since I seen how active Heaven Doll was, in my YouTube channel, he found my Discord, he added me, and then we became friends from there on, and so on. After that, you know, I was trying out other people's bodies that they tried to make for the MP characters, but they were completely shitty to me. The first person to make these bodies was Circus Sam, if I'm saying his name correctly. But when I tried out his bodies, they had good quality, except they did not suit my taste, so I decided to work on my own shit. I went on from there. I started off to make like a better version of my bodies. That's why it came out shitty, because I was at the time learning on how GTA 5 modding worked and so on. And I got very interested, and I just kept going from there because I already had skill with the stuff I did, which I don't want to talk about now. But Josh already knows about this. So I went on ahead and I started making my pair bodies for the first time. They did not have any physics, obviously, or no tattoos, because, like I said, I was still learning on how does the GTA 5 engine work. With Blender, whatever the fuck I did. At the time, I used 3ds Max for everything, and I switched over to Blender. So I went on from there, and then when I first released the first maids, I found out how to remove the seams and all that shit. I seen how successful that became, even though they were shitty. I didn't really like them, but a beta is a beta. So I knew, after time went by, my bodies would improve, and I would make better versions of them, of course, because I can do that. So I guess after time went by, Navin had popped out of nowhere with bodies of her own. And I did try and invent his bodies. The most thing I loved about Navenha was her clothes. I didn't like her bodies at all. Because yeah, I'm picky as fuck. And when it comes to art, everything has to look perfect to me. I'm not trying to be a bitch or a dick right now. I'm just trying to be real. So Heaven Daw, he saw how successful my second pair of bodies became after I made the, a better version of them. And he wanted me to like, while he was using Navenha's bodies at the time, he wanted me to try to like implement my bodies along with Navenha's so it can be compatible with her clothes and etc. We went on from there, we became really good friends. And then he told me that, he wanted to learn about modeling and stuff like that, rigging and stuff like that, because he wanted me to show him how to make clothes so that way him and I can start a business together. And he started to tell me about why don't I sell these bodies, and I told him because I'm not really after the money. Like, my passion is not money. My passion is art. I love art and I'm obsessed with it. Like, literally, if you come to my house and see my room, you'll know I'm a fucking artist. I went on from there. I started making more things and whatever, and then I got involved with Heaven Doll. We started like learning about rigging and all that stuff. I was teaching him that stuff, and he saw me from the screen on how to work, how was working with my bodies and everything like that. And I guess based from what he saw from my screen, he started to learn things on his own and making clothes on his own. So after time went by, things were starting to get in the way of us. He was telling me to remove people that he didn't get along with, and I was telling him, I don't choose sides. I don't do that. If you don't like someone, and if that person hasn't done that to me, then what's the point of me removing them just because they're causing drama on you? Like, just block them and go on with your day. And if they mention you or anything, I'll just warn them. Like, I'll tell them to leave you alone. And if they don't follow with the rules, I'll fucking kick them or ban them. And when I became friends with Nikki Daw, after Nikki Daw met me, we started talking and we became really good friends. And then, she was the kind of, I liked her pet a lot. It reminds me of someone I really like in real life. And so I started calling her as my mom, and, she became really involved with me. And she became like my role play mom on the internet. And things started happening between her and him. And, when Nikki went on and did what she did to Brandon, which caused conflict between them two, Brandon got really angry. Obviously, it got very, very bad in their end. And then he came to me and started asking me to ban her. I didn't want to ban her, to be honest, because why would I ban her when she did not do shit to me? I understand things happen between you and her, but it's like me and Josh. If anything happens between him and I don't have any right to tell other people to not talk to him or to not be friends with him or to ban him when that is not, their problem. Like, if he's best friends with someone that I know and I'm friends with them as well, and he does something that hurts me and I become, very triggered about it, and I want everybody to get rid of him every possible way or form, then what I'm doing is wrong. Because I'm not a control freak and I have no right to tell other people or give other people opinions about another person that they're cool with. That's not how it should work. And then that's where I refuse to listen. And yeah, that's when you know things between Heaven Daw and I started to change. So Heaven Daw went his way. He made his own shit, his own server, and his own whatchamacallit. He went on ahead and made his own. Yeah, yeah, he made his own server and everything. He had everything there. His own clothes. He was already selling his own mods and everything. He sent me an invite after, things started cooling down between him and Nikki, and I joined. And then from there we went on, and Scanty ended up showing up, and he ended up telling me things about Heaven Daw. He was like, Heaven Daw is a bad person. He's ripping people off. He's mean. He's a dick. He was showing me pictures about the users that were complaining, and then there were also people in my DMs complaining about Heaven Doll, and I was telling them, look, I cannot help you with that because Heaven Doll is not doing anything to me. I don't know what you guys are doing to anger him, okay? And I understand that his response isn't supposed to be said the way he, in his own style. It's supposed to be handled, professionally. But, people are people and humans are humans. Everybody has their own perspective and their own ways of handling their own situations. And then that's when, obviously, because I didn't really do much, someone decided to talk to Scanty about it. Scanty contacted me and he started telling me that people are over here asking him, why is Heaven on top of the server when he's not the leader, when he's not the one who promotes whatever is made there? The reason why I told Scanty I gave him that role was because Heaven gave me the role in his server and he made me on top of everybody else. So I decided to return the favor as well. And I wanted to be positive. So things got in the way, and yeah, I started to believe it. I started to, see the facts from a lot of things that I was told. And that's where I decided to, completely remove Heaven Doll's role and put him, underneath other people there. And Heaven Doll, he did not like that because he saw that I was taking other people's words over his, and I wasn't listening really because of due to his unprofessionalism towards other users. I just wanted to make everything frankly. Therefore, I decided to make that move and make these changes, and this is why things got the way it got. So, yeah, Heaven Doll left the server. He didn't want to be there anymore. He started making his own mods and his own things, and yeah, things from there just kept getting worse. The collaboration started, I'd say, a few
2020.
years ago. Yeah,
It was
2020.
2020. I remember that date.
Yeah,
But the teachings went before that.
and the teachings were around 2019.
Yeah, it was 2019. I remember those pics you ended up sending me, Heather.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I didn't get involved at the time with your stuff because I let you handle everything. Because you're a developer, you make your bodies, you make everything from scratch. It's your stuff. I'm not getting involved in your personal business and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
controlling freak. I didn't get on remember everything.
Yeah.
I didn't get on until you started to have drama with other people, including some men. That's when
Yep.
I started to, get involved.
When Heaven Doll decided to take his own route, and I decided to take my own route. Heaven Doll was claiming that the bodies were his because he bought them, and I understand he bought them and they belong to him, but he's not the creator of those bodies. He's not the maker. And people were confused, asking me, why was I using Heaven Doll's bodies? And I said, what are you guys talking about? Because they kept comparing his super thick V2 with my Patreon version, and they were like, why are you using Heaven Doll's bodies for? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I
And they were like,
remember that.
yeah, they were
Yeah, who
like,
said that? Who said that?
a couple people in my DMs that purchased the bodies from
I mean,
Patreon.
there was also a secondary server that Heaven made. That was a huge,
Because
kind of
in
BS.
the OIV install for my bodies, it always says Gross Creations and Heaven Doll. It always says that.
Yeah, and these
So
people were asking me, why was I stealing and remaking Heaven Doll's bodies? And I said, what are you guys talking about? And they said, you're not the creator. And I said, yes, I am. And they said, where's the proof? So I said, I don't need to show you guys proof of anything because I know who I am.
yeah,
So
what
they
the
started to
fuck?
become they started to become a problem, and that's where I had to be like, oh well, let me just show them so that way they can shut the fuck up and leave me alone. So I guess a lot of info started to get to Lanisha, and that's where Lanisha started joining the server, and he started to tell me, yo, Rose, why are you letting people steal your things and whatever? And I was like, huh?
At
And
the
they
time,
and
he
then
was
he
a
kept,
full-time
yeah,
troller.
yeah,
Not only that, but the thing that made everything a little sus into making us believe the scams stuff from Scanty and everything was that the fact that Heaven made another server and started promoting your stuff on there. That's the thing that really actually kind of kicked it off later on. It didn't
yeah,
start right away, if you remember that,
yeah. I remember.
because the part of the information being spread around from other people trying to tell you all that stuff included that server. Like people were attempting to wake you up and tell you all this stuff. I mean, I found it a little sus whenever you came to me. I'm trying to remember if it was 2020. Yeah, I think it was 2020 when you made the first server. I found that sus.
Yeah,
Well, I always made it very clear that Super Thick V2 was my property, but the body it belongs to you. I mean, not it doesn't belong to you. I mean, sorry, it was created by you. I never hid the fact. Even the skins I used, I called them Rose Low, Rose Up. That's how absurd this whole thing is. Like the skins are literally called Rose.
Didn't this
yep.
entire thing predate Super Thick version 2? Like the whole
Uh,
start of all this, Rosie? I'm trying to remember correctly because I don't think those Super Thick version 2 wasn't until 2021 or the late or the end of 2020.
I think this STV2 turned out in like late 2020,
it was like
Yeah, that's what I'm
September.
thinking.
like in December.
Yeah, so all of this conversation, Madrazo predates that. Just letting you know, including the making of that first safe word server.
Yeah, because it's also like I said, it was also my fault because because I remember at the time I was saying that I paid Rose $700 and I got ripped off, and she never gave me a finished body. That was my fault. I fucked up. Because when she told me, she confronted me about it. She was like, "Hey, Brandon, it wasn't 700. What the fuck? It was more like 350 or somewhere around there." I was like, "What the fuck? Can you show me?" And then so she showed me every single transaction, and it was 340. And I was so confused because when I said 700, I was like, "But I thought I saw 700 at that time." And then that's when I realized that that was the total amount of money that we had made together, not just for the bodies. So it was split and it was pretty much split half and half because when I had people set when I was selling the mods, it was all my clients buying half of her body and then some mods from me. So pretty much it was 700 total and the other half was for Rose. And that's where I fucked up. I pretty much went around saying that I paid her the full $700 when that wasn't true. The total amount that she got from the bodies was 340 or $350. I don't remember how much it was, but it was probably 340. Because we went the because the price was 20, so it must have been 340. But I really fucked up by saying that, and we talked about it on DMs, Rose. I told you I was sorry that I said that
Hmm.
I was wrong, and I told you I fucked up. But I told you I wanted to collaborate with you again for another body, right? We made Slim. I told you you don't
Hmm.
need to do anything. You just need to sit back, let me use the body, and I'll cut it up, make clothes for it, and then I'll let you sell it this time. I'm not gonna put my hand at the cookie jar this time. I'm gonna let you do it, right? And so we did Slim. And so when we made Slim, then we got another fucking piece of trash talking. It was Scanty saying that you stole Slim from him, remember?
Yeah, that part I did not say, and he did say I
Scanty
did.
went.
Yeah,
Scanty goes as far back as 2020. I remember he was
yeah,
accusing Heaven Dog of scamming you all the way back then, and we didn't believe him. Remember, Rosie?
yeah,
We didn't believe him.
yeah.
If I was scamming people, my fucking business wouldn't have lasted this long, honestly.
With all due respect, Brandon, why are you involved in such a huge mess with everybody, including us? Like, I don't see the thing that Rosie isn't involved in. It's the fact that she let people use her and abuse her trust. Which the thing is, she's a peaceful woman. You guys know this, right? She doesn't disrespect y'all.
Oh, I
Tell me,
know,
Heaven,
I know.
did she ever treat you like garbage on the first day y'all talked?
No, no, she was like a sister to me, you know?
Yeah, y'all always talked about family stuff and all this stuff. Chanel was telling me that you were like her brother and all this kind of stuff. I was like, oh, okay, okay.
The
But the thing,
I
but
think
the
the
thing is,
reason why you guys always started to like you guys started to see me as a bad person was because everybody else was talking shit about me.
it's
Like
the fact there
for
was no need
example,
for you. Okay,
Scanty.
you
I'll
go
tell
ahead.
you about Scanty. He was actually the very first person who ever bought a mod from me. Okay, the very
I
first,
remember.
and he was buying my mods, and then he was asking me to do custom stuff for him.
Yes, and
Like
those dicks.
yeah, he wanted the dicks. He wanted a fucking full bodysuit, like leather, because he was into that BDSM shit. And I was like, dude, I don't got time for it. I'm sorry. I don't have to. I don't have to like do everything that you tell me. And that's when he got mad. Uh, and he fucking went around saying that I fucking scammed him and all that shit, which wasn't true. Um, and I know a lot of people were going around telling you that I'm mean and stuff. But it's because these dudes, they were like, hey, Brandon, can you help me fix my game? Can you help me install mods? Hey, can you help me do this? I was like, no, dude, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking tech support, dude. I'm only here to sell mods. Like it's not my job. I know Rose helps almost fucking everybody. You don't deny help to them, but that's not me. If somebody comes up to me and they ask me to fucking help them install mods from zero, I'm not gonna help them. I don't got time. It's not my job. And it's not my job to fucking explain to them why it's not my job. So if they think I'm an asshole for not taking 3 hours out of my day to help them install mods, am I really gonna get called an asshole? Are they justified are they justified calling me an asshole because I don't want to fucking help them install their mods? Yeah, like they're gonna be like, "Oh, can you teach me this? Can you help me do this?"
What
No,
about
dude.
mods that they bought off of you? What about that? What do you have to say about people who buy your content and they need help installing that? People who paid for your business and
Oh man,
everything.
I treat my clients like kings and queens. Ask Nicole, she was a client. Every time if there's a problem with my mods or if they need help with something, I will tell them if you need something, let me know, okay? I always help them even if they're new, I will tell them how to install it because the way I see it, if they paid me, they deserve my help. So I don't mind helping them if they are supporting my business. But if they're just some freaking randoms coming around thinking that I'm tech support, then I'm not gonna help.
You want me to tell you my experience on it, or what?
No, I
First,
mean, I'm just explaining to them that I never scammed anybody. I never scammed anybody. My
the thing
mods.
is, there's one clear bad blood that's separating us from making peace right now. It's the fact that you went all of your way to contacting a very famous creator called Rose Creations YT, and she helped you kickstart you on everything. And like you dragged her into your drama first involving Nikki after she gave you all this help. She gave you a platform to kickstart Safe Word, which the thing is, you didn't actually tell her that you intended to make a business. You intended to work with her. That's what you offered her at first. But then out of a sudden, you end up going out of way, not pretty much keeping to your
Um,
word.
not
A second,
really.
guys.
I'll tell you.
I'll let Rosie pull up those screenshots from 2019 later in the bed.
Let's wait for her then. What about that? She's not gonna do anything, really. The only thing she can do is give the shit to Lanisha and then have Lanisha do it for her. But since I haven't heard anything from Lanisha, I don't think Nikki's told him anything yet. Cool, because I was gonna object to what uh what Killdeath just said. We'll get there. But first, I need to answer I need to answer these things that Killdeath was claiming. He said that
Debunking what I just claimed is going to be a really tough one, which is what caused this entire scamming accusation. But I'll let Rosie
I don't
time
have
to look through
screenshots from
everything.
going all the way back there, but I will say what was going through me, through my
I
mind.
mean, I still remember the stuff Rosie sent me, so I'm gonna have to look through it too.
Because I I remember when I made my server, it was because I told Rose to that maybe the server was a little too bloated, and remember I told you it's a little too bloated. Maybe we should delete some channels because some of these channels aren't even being used. And so
Yeah,
you told
because the person that made the server for me was Anna, and Anna was the one responsible with for everything at first before she left and transferred um ownership to me. And I at first told her I did not want to make a server, but she told me that I'm a pretty popular developer and every developer should have a server of their own. So I told
right.
her, yeah, but I'm not going to be active in it. However, she still insisted to make me the server, and she was the one that started to manage everything herself. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, so um I remember your server was my home for like at least a good year.
Yeah, I remember.
That was the server where I would invite everybody that I would meet.
Hmm.
But as you
Back when
remember,
things
I
were so peaceful.
yeah, but as you remember, I used to make GTA porn, remember? Before
Yeah,
I
I
did this.
remember.
I
You
remember that
got
too.
the inspiration from me because
Yeah,
first
because
you were making
I
YouTube.
told you
Yeah,
I wanted to do all of that as well. And
yeah,
There
so
we go. There we go. There's some honesty.
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not like most of the things I will admit that Rose got me into it because
There
when I
we
saw her
go.
channel I was like, oh wow, that is so sexy. I want to talk to this girl, and so she can help me, she can guide me
You see that, Madrazo? There we go.
because this
Finally
is way
admitted it.
back. This is way back,
I
and
told you, Madrazo, it predated any of you guys.
uh-huh. And also Rose was the one that taught me how to weight and rig the models. She didn't teach me everything, but she taught me the basics, and then from there I went learning on my own.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
if it
want.
wasn't for Rose, I wouldn't have learned. And that's what I tell everybody. Like when they ask me, "How did you get started modding?" I told them Rose got me into it. Rose was the one that sent me the Z modeler file to get started. Like you really showed me how to weight and rig and how to import and export the YDDs, and I never denied
Mhm.
that. I never once lied that you you were nothing in my upbringing. I know you had a lot to do with it. I never lied about any of that. Even when even when I met Nicole, I told her all of that. I told her that you were a big part of my life and that I appreciated you, that you were like my sister. That's what I
Mhm.
tell everybody. Um, And so the reason why I made my own server was because I felt like I needed more freedom to do what I wanted. And at the time, I also had a friend that her name was Amanda, and Amanda made the server for me. Actually, she was like, "Hey, Heaven, you actually got it. You're actually getting really famous on all your porn sites and stuff. So I think you should just make a server for yourself." And I was like, I don't know. I don't really want to. I like it here. But so she made it, and so I transferred over there, and she gave me control of the server and all that. And that's how the first Exis Kings server started. And so from there, uh, I put the links on every single page that I use, like Instagram, Pornhub, and all of that. And that's pretty much where all of the first members started flowing. And then you let me advertise my server in Rosie's Kings, remember? Well, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what it's called now.
It's called
Uh,
Complete Rotica now.
You should have kept
yeah,
that separate. Maybe this beef would have never started.
it changed like two times, I think. I don't remember, but that's pretty much how the server got started. I started making clothes on Nivinia's bodies, like you said, and then I asked you to make super thick V2. You would get paid $20 per person. You know, one thing I have to tell you guys is that I don't fucking sell thousands of dollars. Like that's crazy. Like I only have like people come and go. Like I'm not gonna have the same clients I did 3 years ago. People come and go. But if you guys were to ask me right now, I have a good 25 to 20 clients who buy my clothes. And that's if sometimes they buy them, or sometimes they not. They don't buy it. I had to really lock down my mods because of all the leaking, so I can't just be fucking selling to anyone because of the leaking. Uh, but I want you to understand that I am not making as much money as you think I am. I'm not fucking drowning in money. Um, I only have a few customers. I don't sell to everybody, like I said. And so I think the amount of money that you made for Super Thick V2, $340, I think that's I think that's actually a lot at the time because I didn't really have much going on. It was the very start of 2020, remember? That's the same
Yeah.
year I started making my mods. So I even like every time I sold one of your bodies, I sent you the money and I sent you the screenshot. And then the only thing I did take was when I told you that I needed like from time to time I needed to only take $10 because of the sending fee, remember?
Mm-hmm.
But that was
Good thing
pretty
you
much it.
mentioned that.
Oh no, it's because I told Rose. I don't know if she told you, but when I send money,
She
uh
did.
when I send money, it's not always $20, so I have to fucking
Yeah, they
take like a
always
small
put a
cut.
fee. They
Yeah,
always put a fee involved.
that was that was the only thing that I really that I took, but I also explained to you. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really take any money because I mean I have my own mods. I was making my own money, and at the end of the day, I was really rooting for you to make money off of that body. I mean, Super Thick V2 and Slim, you have to admit, they made you they made you decent money for just one body, did they not? Really looks better than mine because I had to finish it on my own, and then you finished yours on your own. And when I told you, hey, can I have that version? Because I mean, it's the finished version. You gave it to me, but the problem was that because we didn't keep in touch, and you finished it on your own, it started clipping with my clothes, and I was like, okay, it's okay. I'm just not gonna use it, and I'm gonna use the original one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and that was pretty much it. I mean, you and me resolved this many times, Rose. Uh, I would never steal money from you. That's fucked up, especially not when I considered you my sister. Uh, and I would tell Nicole all the time that I know that you hated me. I know that you believed every
I,
single lie that everybody told you about me.
I'm not a person who hates because hate is such a, hate is a terrible feeling, and thou shalt never hate thy enemies.
Well,
So
I don't know what was going on, but you were not really talking to me. But
Thou
There's
shalt not kill, thou shalt not kill, and thou shalt not sleep with thy neighbor.
yeah. But I don't know, I don't know what people told you, Rose, but we stopped talking. Uh, and I remember when I was dating Nicole, I was telling her, how do I get to Rose? How can I get to Rose so I can tell her to to work with me again? Because I want to have better bodies, of course. You know, I want to be able to have better bodies for my clothes. I mean, I feel like my clothes deserve a better body, but it's whatever now. Uh, I, we were I was talking to Nick at the time, and I wanted Nikki to kind of be the bridge that connected us together again. Because after all the drama, you didn't want to talk to me again, and I wanted to reach out to you and tell you if you could make me a new body, like well, at least fix mine, because mine weren't as good as yours. People always tell me, why can't you make your bodies like Rose's? And I'm like, I don't make bodies. I only make the clothes. So I wanted to try to reach you, not to spy on you, not to steal your work. I wanted to try to reach you so we could work together again, maybe. Uh, I told Nicole, I was like, just imagine how much money she would make if she started selling better quality bodies, but for my clothes, kind of like super thick V2 or slim. And that's the only reason I wanted to reach back to you and and to see if you wanted to collaborate with me. But I mean, after all the shit that's happened, that's not even in my plans. I'm not even thinking about stealing your work or nothing like that. I know you don't like me. I know you will never like me again because
I don't
I feel like
trust you. It's that simple.
well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't feel like I ever did anything to you guys. The only thing I ever did wrong was acting like a child, telling you to ban people from your server, and that was wrong. I shouldn't have done that.
You
Um,
triggered the entire war at around the same time when people were accusing you of backstabbing Rosie, of using her. It was exactly around the same time you you and Nikki had problems. And that is what really truly kickstarted everything. And it all lined up perfectly, which is why to this day we still truly believe you were trying to just steal stuff from her. You were trying to steal her fame and everything. And it happened at the exact same time you and Nikki had problems. Remember? That's why you were trying to get her to ban people. One of those people was Nikki. And that's what really truly set y'all from not talking anymore. And it caused, a huge drama. That's what truly kickstarted
the
everything.
only reason why I wanted Nikki banned was because she was talking to other guys while she was dating me, and I felt that was fucked up. And and I told Rose, well, if you really respect me, if you really are like my sister or something, like if you really care about my feelings, then you would do that. But I mean, you're right. I shouldn't bring my personal feelings into anyone else's business, you know? That's wrong. I don't do it anymore. If people want to be friends with whoever they want, I don't give a shit. I just look the other way. I don't do that anymore. That's the only thing I blame myself for. But anything else to take accountability for, I can't think of because I never did anything wrong really. All I ever did was to to try to all I ever wanted really was to at least get you some money from the work that I'm doing. That's the only thing that I wanted to do.
I just don't understand why didn't you realize your mistakes and errors after what happened and try to come back over here and admit your errors. You didn't make up for it. You kept escalating it farther and farther and farther as time kept going on. You kept escalating it more than admitting your mistakes. You weren't honest with us back
I
then.
talked to Rose.
Why do you think it got so bad? It
It
got
got
so
so bad
bad
because you
because you
guys
didn't.
accepted Lanisha. That's why it got so bad.
No, it got really bad before Lanisha came into the picture. I still remember.
It was
Lanisha
nowhere
didn't
as
come
bad.
until like
It
the
was
end of
nowhere near as
2020.
bad.
Yeah, we invited Lanisha, but the thing is, it's exact same case scenario with Nikki. Yeah, we invite these people into their servers. They might have problems with you, but the thing is, don't bring us into y'all's shit. It's that simple. We're not looking to escalate shit. But the thing is, what really got us involved with Lanisha and Heaven's beef with them is the fact that we shared a common cause. At the time, we were extremely freaking busy beefing with Heaven. Why do you think we got along with them? Why do you think we allied with them? We both ended up joining sides. So think about that. That's how it works in the real world. Look back at history. It's that simple. Whenever World War II happened, what happened? Nations got together against a common enemy. It's the same shit in real life, or should I say, at a much smaller level. I apply that because it applies in our individual lives. Because when you have a common enemy, and that enemy is still actively trying to destroy you and talk so much shit, why don't you think we're going to end up teaming up with another person he has beef with? We have a common cause. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I-
that's why,
the only
Evan. It's just you
the only
didn't.
person I would have really recommended was that you did ban Lanisha, but I guess since he really is you guys' good friend,
I mean, you
I,
were
I
once Rosie's friend. Remember, I didn't interfere in y'all's businesses or conversations back then. Remember, I let y'all do y'all's own thing. Just like how I'm letting Lanisha and Rosie do their own thing. But this time I'm heavily keeping an eye on shit. Not only that, but we also have more people also watching. Because after the stuff that happened,
You know,
after,
we got our entire family as well. You know, I got a big family, so they keep an eye out in case anything goes wrong.
yep. I mean, we tried to make peace with heaven like 2 times and it failed. I mean, we didn't push for it, right, Rosie? Like we didn't talk shit around
Yeah.
him when the
you
peace was
did, and
there.
it was Lanisha.
Yeah, but the thing is, you targeted us over somebody else's problems and broke your promise. That's why there's so much bad tension between us, and I hope Madrazo understands that because it
But
goes a long damn time, man. And it depends on the person's actions. It depends if things really escalate that damn far to the point that there's no more peace talks. Come on, we're good people. Why do you think we accepted uh, peace talks with Brandon last time? We tried. We seriously tried. We tried to talk that out and everything over those super thick
how do
version
you
2
expect
bodies.
peace when this guy is going around fucking licking my face, calling me fucking pedophile, and I mean,
Look, Brandon. It's the same thing again, like I told you. He's your enemy. I don't know what you did to piss him off, but the
let
thing
me
is, we
tell you
had a
something.
common cause. It's like
Let me
Little
tell you
Spoon.
something.
It's like Little Spoon, okay? You have your own allies, right? You have your own people, Heaven. You know that? And they targeted us because they share a common cause with you. It's simple as that.
It's not that. When Spoon was here, he told me why he did what he did. He told me I have to do this because these guys keep fucking with me and I never do anything back. So that's the only reason why he did what he did. I was like, it's not even fucking worth it. That pack is old as shit. You're just making yourself
He
look
should have
bad.
just targeted Lanisha instead, not Rosie. Come on. Target a woman. Seriously.
I wasn't targeting Rose. It's Lanisha that brings
Oh
you
no,
guys
I
to it.
wasn't talking about
Like
you. I was talking about Little
what
Spoon.
was that like 2 nights ago? I was talking shit to Lanisha because he wouldn't fucking leave me alone, and you guys were watching. Why were you guys watching if you guys have nothing to do with him? He was like, Rose is watching, you know. I was like, why do I care? I'm not talking shit to her. I'm talking shit to you because you won't leave me alone. What do you guys have to do with him? No one is dragging you guys into this shit. You guys are doing it on your own. You guys are letting him use your server, your main server, as a fucking hive for
No,
people who hate me.
you let Nikki get us involved in the first place, way before Lanisha got involved. Remember, we had bad blood all the way back there. we had drama with you. Remember?
But
Remember
we
that you
fixed
talked
it.
a lot of shit before Lanisha arrived. You talked a lot of shit behind Rose's back, and we have all that proof way before Lanisha even arrived. The thing is, when Lanisha arrived, it just spiked it up even worse. But it don't matter at this rate. It's pretty much a
It
freaking
actually
war.
the initial war actually started off when you banned her. When you started talking about tryhard, you started talking about how much you hated
Oh
tryhards and what really hit him
yeah,
hard.
he
Yeah,
took
he
that
didn't like that.
personally.
Yeah.
Well, Heaven, you got to understand that. I mean, like you took it personally with Nikki, right? And everybody's going to take something personal to heart. You took it to heart when Rosie didn't want to ban Nikki. So Lanisha ended up taking it to heart when you talked that about tryhards. I know it's your opinion and all that. I know we should respect each other's opinions, but you and Lanisha didn't respect that. Y'all took it way too damn far. Me and Rosie, we always try to
That's
figure
fun.
out
That's funny because
finance.
even though I told him I didn't like tryhards, I still let him in my fucking 5M server for free. Like I used
I
to
get,
tell him, you can be in my 5M server if you want to use the clothes. If you don't want to buy them, you can just be in the server. I try to be his friend many times. Then when Rose is the one that makes the bodies, yada yada yada. Everybody was
Okay,
done.
and what
But
ended up
then
spiking it up again? You ended up
but
making up a
then Rose,
promise. Remember, me and you talked in private before. Remember that?
yeah, I remember.
But the thing
But
is, you
then at the
deleted
time,
those chats. Why did you delete all those chats? Nikki Doll hasn't even deleted her chats with me, but you did deleted everything that was said within that conversation. And you know, I trusted you back then. I didn't
what chats?
screenshot it. There's chats between me and you. Remember, we ended up talking in private instead when we ended up getting in a huge argument that day.
In DM or group chat?
It was DM. It was after the group chat. Whenever I said no to you, remember? I said no. You're not getting those bodies. Remember that? You decided to take it up personally to the DMs. Remember, and that's how we resolved it. But there's no
I
more
asked
of
for
those
bodies.
conversations. The super thick version too. Remember, to give you back what you pretty much paid for. Remember, Rosie?
Yeah, that was the day of the
Remember what led to the second to the second peace offering?
yeah.
I don't remember.
You might not remember that, and of course, you can accuse me. You can accuse me.
We have zero history in the DMs, Killdeath.
Want to know why? Because you deleted everything, Heaven Doll.
If I deleted everything, you'd have to delete everything too. So, I mean, it even says I have to wave to you because I never said anything to you. I
Heaven
think,
Doll, I remember we had that conversation. It's just
but
that conversation was really
but I can
that
only but I
personal.
can only delete my messages. I can't delete
Rosie is able
yours.
to delete her messages, and I don't even see anything. Is that true? Hmm?
What
You want to
happened?
try it out right now, Rosie? You want to delete a
Try
message real
what?
quick, and let's see if I still see it. Because people have messaged me, and I just see nothing the moment I
If
pop
you're
up. All
wrong
it does
about
is show
this,
a
are you willing to
notification.
admit you're wrong?
I'm not wrong about it because I remember everything, and the one who actually saw everything, God saw everything that day. The only two people that ever saw that. There's nothing in the DMs, my draw. So I ended up looking through, and there's nothing there. But with Nikki Doll, my conversation with her still there. Oh, maybe it's
There's a
because she
lot of
blocked me.
static going on.
You guys can see my screen. Watch my screen. I think you're confused, but I'll show you.
Go to me personally. You see that? There's nothing there. You see that? See, he has me blocked, guys. He still has
Not
me blocked
blocked.
since that
We
day.
just can't talk because we're not friends. We were friends, but I blocked you way back.
It was after the drama kickstarted again.
I think I
But
think
as
you're
you get,
talking. I think you're
Uh,
talking about a group chat.
no, it's not a group chat. Remember, we had that private chat. Remember, Rosie?
Because
We took it to
hey,
the
love,
DMs.
are you confusing your main account with your out? Wasn't it your out you run them from?
Who, me? It wasn't. It wasn't a different account. I never texted them
No,
on those
I
other.
never talked. I never talked to Killdeath and anything else other than Killdeath. But I think what he means is in a group chat, not direct DMs, because my
Okay, let me
DMs are
show y'all
empty.
something. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. I don't care whose names get leaked, but look at this. I'm gonna send y'all something real quick.
Because if I'm pretty sure it was a group chat with Rose, you and me, because you and me never had a direct message, just us two. That's why that's empty. I can only delete my messages. I can't delete yours.
But you did block me though.
I did, because you kept calling me shit though.
Okay, then where is all my messages at?
I'm
Because I
telling you,
guarantee you, I went to your DMs. I went to your DMs,
it was
and I
probably
did
one of
that
it
to you.
was probably one of these group chats like these because I don't remember like
All right,
talking to you
guys,
like in private.
look at the screenshot I just sent you. If nobody ever messaged me, then why is Heaven Doll a freaking above some users that I actually talked to before? Look at that.
Oh yeah. You don't have to send a message. They just stay there.
Because the person I texted right after away was Scanty. It was Scanty, y'all.
So it was Scanty that deleted all his messages, right?
But it don't even matter. Remember, Scanty deleted his messages.
I mean, he deleted everything he sent me after after he doxed me,
I mean,
having my
look at
mom's
this.
address and all.
We have zero messages, and the way I know how Discord works, I can only delete my messages. I can't delete your skill death. If I if I deleted my messages, yours would still remain.
Well, from a very curious professional person I know, he was capable of being able to delete everything on there. A person that I
Nah,
met years ago.
you can't hack Discord like that. There's no
Oh,
way.
Anonymous has been able to do that to anybody. If you can breach in through the fucking FBI's all that shit,
I
you're able
think
to
you're
break
just
through anything.
confusing I think you're just
You guys need
confusing
to
the
learn how
DM with the
cybersecurity
group
works,
chat.
guys. I took a few courses.
I think
Yeah,
you're confusing the direct messages with the group chat because we were in plenty of group chats together.
yeah, that is true. We were in like two, three, four of them.
Yeah, but
I think everybody left it.
direct
Yeah, yeah.
messages,
I think
never.
everybody left it. No. Oh, Nicole. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you want me to do my apology now?
How good you're tired, right, homie?
We can even go way back because you remember Rose when I told you I met Nicole and somehow she snapped and then she went around calling me a Nazi
I remember
Mm-hmm.
and
that.
I had to tell you don't believe her. Don't believe her. And so
I didn't
I
believe
mean,
that. I did not believe that.
yeah, I mean, I have a German last name, but that doesn't mean I'm a Nazi. I mean,
We
And
can't
I'll
accuse
get,
somebody right away.
and I'm
but
gonna
I
get
mean,
to why I happened like that, okay? But it's not, I'm not gonna use it as an excuse, but to let you guys finish talking and then I'll apologize.
I wouldn't support him. I wouldn't support them, but I wouldn't go fuck up their lives, especially without proof.
Well, heaven did put the 3666 numbers on his name back then.
We all got pulled on.
The
We all got
devil's the
pulled on.
greatest liar, deceiver, and trickster and fucking magician the entire world has ever seen. It's been good.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I talk now? Can I talk now? Yeah, I'm going to. Okay, so, this is what you all don't know is that, I, this is my first heartbreak. I experienced it twice. Um, I had a lot of problems before I met him. I, I've been through a lot in my life. I don't use it as a crutch. I don't use my mental illnesses as a crutch. Okay, I did say some fucked up shit. I did say some fucked up shit way back when I met him. I made a lot of mistakes. I, spent a lot of lives that weren't true, but I was hurt. I was deeply hurt. I've never experienced a heartbreak, let alone have sex. I'm pretty much a virgin. I've been alone most of my life. Um, I just wanted to say that this is it felt like a knife went into my heart. It felt like that I couldn't feel. It felt like I lost a piece of myself. So I did what I wanted to do, but what he gave me, I wanted to end to kill. And it was wrong. And I'm sorry if I caused a lot of drama. I'm better now. I've been better now for quite some time. I've got away from it. A lot of the shit that's been bothering me. Uh, I don't want to use it as an excuse, but I'm not a real person. I was never good for him. I told him that many times. I told him that a king with a lot of luck. I told him that if you're gonna fall in love with me, just be careful because there's something you just don't know about me. And uh,
There's one thing I do
that's
know about you, Nicole. You're a Scorpio.
yeah. I just know that before him, I've been through hell, and he was the only one that cared about me. But you know, I'm sorry because it was wrong for me to do that stuff.
As long as you just own up to your mistakes, Nicole, and don't do it again, you can
I'm
grow
not.
from
I'm
it.
not.
You
See,
can
this
take
is
this
what
as a life experience for you to go get ahead and get healthier. You can heal up because guess what, Nicole? I've healed up multiple times before from a lot
that's
of
what I.
crazy shit. There's a reason why I'm extremely wise and experienced at such compared to many others, Nicole. And I know you can do it too because you're strong. But the thing is, you just need to focus on yourself, focus on your health, put your heart first, put yourself first, know your worth, know that you can easily pull anybody. Learn to love and care for yourself, Nicole. I know you can do it. The thing is, I know you made a lot of mistakes. You legit pretty much ended up angering a lot of us, especially with the stuff I was hearing you say to us. Pretty much a little bit of hypocrisy involved and all of that. But what I'm saying right now, I'm giving you another chance because I don't know you and I don't have much of a huge, massive history with you like I do with Heaven Doll. You know, I give people
Yeah,
chances. You know,
it's
I
yeah,
give
that's
people
why
chances.
it's really clear that I believe in God. I want to go to heaven. I want to be with my parents again. But
You
I
can.
just know that this this was a big experience for me because I know that I'm much better mentally. I know that I shouldn't lie. I know that I should be true to myself. I should at least do that. And I know that I just want to apologize because I know that it actually affected a lot more people than I thought it would have. Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say is that I don't even if though people say I'm a bad person and say I'm crazy, I a lot of people say that I was good or caring in a way, but to be honest, before in my life, I had a lot of people tell me that I cared too much about other people, not for myself. And maybe I don't know if that's true. I don't know what other people feel about me. I don't sit there and ask them. But I'm just stating my apology now because I want to move on from this. I have my own thing I want to do. I don't want this to be unresolved. I don't want this to be, everyone thinks I'm a bad person. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Oh yeah, it's definitely an opportunity, Madrazo, and I'd like to thank you personally. You're really benefiting every single one of us here, homie. Especially Nicole here, because I really do want to give her another shot. But the thing is, after a second time, it's no more. Okay, because look, I spoke out. I try to give them a little bit of my wisdom that I got, especially Nicole. I understand her. She's got a lot of things going on in life that makes her sometimes say stuff that she doesn't actually mean from her heart. I understand it. I've been there before. But hey, Madraso, this is a perfect opportunity. It's a very perfect opportunity, and I gotta say, I really like this situation. And the stuff Nicole just said had me thinking. I'm like, it's pretty deep stuff, man. Yeah. I just hope, Nicole, that you get stronger from this. I know you will. You'll get
Yeah,
stronger, you'll get smarter. You're an intelligent person because, especially those times you were talking to, remember that last phone call we had, or should I say, group chat with Militia and all that? I heard all the stuff you said. You're an intelligent person. It's just the thing is, sometimes we're just broken inside. We need to heal. We need to heal to unlock our full potential, if you know what I mean.
I understand that. I get you.
Yeah, and it's something really positive.
Well, now that you guys know everything is a lie, um, how about we start getting into uh
Everything is a lie. I don't know about that, man. There's a lot of stuff, that we can't just fully dismiss easily. It's really much more complicated than that. It's like me, I fuck your girl Nikki, and then I'm like, hey, dude, it's a lie, but yet you seen the proof with your own eyes. You know, I just bring that up as an example. Let's just say you end up sending nudes and shit to Rosie, and then you lied to me about it. Because guess what? I know people, including a particular ally, that has gone around behind my back. Of course, this is why I don't trust people right away. Because the thing is, I keep a sharp eye out, even to our closest friends. Just like Madrazo said here, keep our friends close and keep our enemies really close.
Well, I'd like to hear some of the lies.
Okay, what lies? Just what lies? Okay, we need to fully first get into fact into dismissing the claims from years ago about you scamming all this crap. The accusations from Scanty, from Blatt, and then these people like such as Blatt then end up talking to you. I know you blocked her, by the way. I remember what you said the other day. But or him, my
Look
bad.
who?
Blatt. Because you
Bliat?
don't even like him. Remember him talking shit about you?
Yep.
But would you ever be willing to forgive a person like Lanish? Is what I'm trying to say.
No,
You see where I'm coming from now?
I
Would
won't
you
forgive him,
ever
but I wanted him
would
to
you
leave
ever
me
make a
alone
peace?
because
Would you ever
he
make
he
peace?
costed me thousands of dollars. He defended my name, showed everybody my face on here and Instagram, which that's pretty private, I would say. He got all of his fucking
Yeah,
shit wrong every time, and all he can do is say sorry to me, but I am still fucked. You see?
but the thing is, it just
But yeah, but there's another way you can go about it. You don't have to
Trust me,
fucking leak his
I
shit,
already
though.
shed enough on Nicole. I gave her fucking hell. I made sure to fucking remind her every day. You're a scumbag for doing that to me after I gave you everything. She already knows what she did. Okay,
I mean,
she
he's never gonna trust me again.
I already
Brandon will
criticized
never
her for that.
trust me again. Period. Doesn't matter what it is. He's never gonna trust me again. But I do love it.
But
Understand?
the fact here is, okay, the fact here is that Lanisha was the one going around saying, "Why are you supporting Heaven? Look at this screenshot. You see this screenshot? He's a straight up pedophile. He has child porn in his computer, which is totally untrue." And he was using that as a base, as an excuse to leak my work and Spoon's work. He thinks because Spoon is my friend, he should get his shit leaked too.
I
That's what I'm
mean,
getting at.
I know where you're getting at, but at the same time, it talks about your past character, man. I'm sorry, I can't keep. rep- I have to keep repeating all those past mistakes, but you got us involved about the Nikki shit. I mean, that's the same. It's you and Lanisha actually have a lot of things in common. If one of y'all backstab
We
each other,
have
you're going to
nothing in
go after
common,
his
my
allies
man.
because isn't that what you did? You went after us when we refused to block Nikki and remove her from the entire server and delete all her shit. I'm just trying to put this into perspective because you guys actually kind of have that in.
Enough. Don't say that.
Hey,
Don't ever compare me to
I'm
that
just saying.
motherfucker, man. Don't.
I'm just saying, Brandon. I'm just saying, homie. Because the thing is,
I don't go around leaking fucking people shit. I don't dox people.
wait,
I don't
wait, hold up,
fucking
hold
go
up. But he ruined your reputation, right? He ruined people's reputation before, right? Right?
I don't do none of
He
that.
talked a lot. He talked a lot of shit about you, right? Am I wrong or am I right?
Yep.
Like he went around spreading shit about you. That could be lies and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Madrazo, am I wrong or am I right? So yeah, Lanisha did go around spreading trolls and talking shit about Heaven Doll then. Spreading lies to a lot of people, ruining his reputation. So I'm correct. Yeah, but here's what I'm trying to get at. Heaven Doll went as far as to fucking talk shit about Rosie, ruining her reputation. I remember back then she freaking came on to me saying that her reputation's getting ruined. A lot of people are fucking talking shit about her, lying about her. Remember that, Rosie? I still
Yeah,
remember
I
that day,
remember.
and that's the day that really did fuel my anger towards Brendan.
I showed you a
I don't
screenshot
think
of the
Lanisha
people
was
that thought
involved at
wrong
the
about
time.
me.
Yeah, that wasn't during Lanisha. It was during the Nikki stuff shit. Yeah, that was before Lanisha. I
Yeah,
remember those
because
fucking
I used to go
screenshots.
around telling people that
All the
she
stuff
didn't
getting
have
told
my
in safe
back.
word.
and all
All of
that.
this stuff is safe word. You kept talking a lot of shit about Rosie, saying to everyone that she's fake, that she doesn't fucking respect you and anything, or never cared about you and all this stuff, just because she didn't want to ban Nikki Doll because it wasn't part of her problem. So it's still the fact that you guys both talked a lot of shit to just different people. We never talk shit about you. This is why it makes it really complicated about all this stuff. And yeah, I did piss you off about comparing and all that shit, but I gotta step in and hold people for their actions, hold them accountable. And yeah, anything that Lanisha says about us, he's gonna be held accountable too, and that goes for anybody, pretty much anybody. Because come on, remember we got rid of Nikki Doll at the beginning of this year for trying to do some suspicious shit. Remember, Rosie, we got rid of her.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? It don't matter who you are. The moment you backstab us and betray us and start showing signs of a whole bunch of that you're against us or that you're trying to benefit off of us, when we're just kind people, we love what we do. We're not doing this for profits right now. Rosie never did this for profits. She never cared about money. If she cared about money, she would have been fucking making lots of money by now. She told me clearly years ago that she just loves doing this. That's why she made a lot of her shit free. So Madrazo, I know the thing is about making profits, and I know Brandon wanted to make her a lot of money, helping her out and everything, but at the end of the day, she never wanted to do it for money. Yeah. But I don't want to discuss about any money making stuff at the moment in this conversation. But the thing is, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just talking like the way I talk. But yeah. It's the fact that he ended up talking shit about us, ruining Rosie's reputation. I don't give a fuck about my name getting said out there. I just don't care. But Rosie's name, I do care. Remember, I'm Killdeath. But the thing is, this is what makes it so difficult, man. It's the fact that it started over a freaking person called Nikki. And if all the lies that that there's no lies at all, period. Okay, then you know because that started over Scanty at the same time. It just made us stink. It made us think that Heaven Doll was a scammer. It made us all think he was a very bad person because of the actions he took over Nikki Doll in our server. That's why we all believed all this stuff. And Heaven, yeah, that's the reason why we believed everything. But can you really blame us for thinking that about you when you didn't even come back to tell us anything, or at least stand up for yourself in front of us?
I tried to do that so many times. Even
I did
after
not
all this
once. I did
Lanisha
not
shit,
once see. I did not
even
once
after all
see
this
you
Lanisha
confront
shit, I tried
Rose.
to message Rose, and she'd never pick up.
Okay, hold on. I'm referring way before Lanisha. I'm referring to early 2020, those months before leading up to Lanisha's encounterment in the server, because we already had the beef before Lanisha even freaking got involved.
It's because, man, I just don't feel like I have to explain my fucking self to everybody. Like,
I know
how
that,
could
but
like
I
if you
explained
guys
my
know
shit
me
to
if
you.
you guys know me so well, you guys should know all of that is bullshit.
Oh yeah, we
It's
do
it's
know you pretty
it's
well.
guilty until proven innocent, isn't it? Or
With
or
all the events that happened in your own actions is what made you look guilty. It wasn't our fault to just automatically assume because we didn't
Hmm.
do anything by having Nikki Doe in there. It's just the fact that a lot of users kept complaining to all of us, which is why we removed your top heaven
why? Because they thought I
role.
was fucking tech support and they didn't and I said no, I don't want to help you. It's not my
Well, they
job.
thought you were the server owner. Can you really blame them? Remember, people got confused about who was truly the maker of the bodies and all this, so they immediately thought to you. I mean, Rosie received a lot of DMs about help. Remember, Rosie?
Yeah.
Remember, you complained to me about so many people asking for help and they didn't understand all this shit about OpenIV.
Yeah, and I told them that I can't help them with that.
So
So
Brandon, it's not really our fault though.
why didn't they come running to me telling me that you're a bitch for not helping them?
Some of
See,
them called her a bitch in her DMs, just to let you know.
exactly. Some people are gonna call me an asshole because I don't want to help. It's not my job to help them. There's
Yeah, but
fucking
the thing is, we gave you that role. We put you on the very top. That was the first problem
but
and the first
did
mistake we
but
did. It's
but
our fault for doing that.
my role was not PC support or help. My role was just for
Yeah,
looks,
yeah, but you were also starting to get involved in helping Rosie at the same time.
helping
You
her with
already
what?
were starting a business partnership with her at the same time Nikki Dunn was on her server. That's what I'm trying to get at here. And this is a modding community. How can we expect people to not ask for help on PC? We're not modding consoles. We're modding PC. It don't matter if it's yeah, pretty much everyone uses Windows, of course. But I'm just saying that's our fault for giving you that role and like displaying you in front of everyone because it's a PC community. A, a lot there's going to be a lot of users who don't know everything. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Yeah, I know I understand your point that you're not tech support. But the thing is we should have not given you that because a lot of people got confused about who was truly the maker of the bodies. So it's
That's
our fault
cool.
for giving you that in the first place. Or should I say it was I don't know. You know what? I don't care about whose fault it is. I'm just saying us between me and Rosie, just us both. Because yeah, I have responsibility for letting this shit happen because I did not get involved. So yeah, technically it is part of my fault for not getting involved until the drama started. And once a lot of people started to rip her off and she started to lose money and subscribers for her Patreon.
I don't see how she she has so many advantages. Like Rose is the only other creator who makes bodies other than Nvidia. And
It's because
I'll
she
say
doesn't push for money making, Brandon. I'm sorry, heaven no, but she never pushed for it. She would have easily eliminated the entire competition long ago if she did it for money. Especially if we turned into a family business, we could have ended up legit wiping everyone out. But the thing is, we don't do that. We don't do that. Rosie says she does it for her passion. She loves doing this stuff. She doesn't do it for money, and I respect that. I never was in it for the money either. And right now, we're still not in it for the money. We love what we do. Lanisha loves what he does. Madrazo loves what he does. Nicole does her own thing. Everyone.
but wouldn't you say that you might as well just make money off of the work that you do?
What would I say to that?
I mean, she's
Well,
doing all
let's.
that work. You might as well just sell it.
Well, yeah, you're right. But the thing is that's up to her because I don't have ownership over those bodies until now. Because
Every
once
time I call that with Rose, Super Thick V2 and Slim, I always told her, just
do
give me the model. I'll do the rest of the work. You just sit back and collect the money, okay? That's all I ever did.
you think she would want to give that up to somebody, a stranger online? Because that's what Blood ended up asking some stuff for. A random stranger immediately wanted to become administrator of a freaking server. Can we really just be that stupid to give out trust?
I mean, I'm not just fucking anybody.
But that was back then.
No, back then. Yeah.
Now you're somebody. Rose was somebody way before any of us, besides the 5M developers, of course. Now the five, yep.
Well, I mean, I guess since we're resolving all of this, trust me, I don't want to ever say Rose's name again. I don't want to say your name. I don't want to say Lanisha's name. I told Nikki, I told Spoon, I told everybody who has their own server, please never mention their name again so they can leave us alone. I told them. Nikki
This should
doesn't
have been done a long time ago. Like
Nikki
honestly, this
doesn't
should have
listen.
been a long time ago. But yeah, you're right. I agree with you. We should just stop all this bullshit.
I should have. Well, like we should have, but it's because we can't stop because Lanisha. Every time somebody goes up to Lanisha, he's gonna try to
You
start shit
keep
with her.
bringing up Lanisha when this started long before him. Like, come on, I'm
But
talking
I'm
about
sorry, man.
between
That's
me,
the
you,
past.
and Rosie.
We're talking about now. That's the past. We're talking about now.
The
Okay.
past still applies to today's.
Past
circumstances. This
the
would have
past
not ever happened if you did.
we don't have any of this. We don't have any of this Nikki shit going on. It's no more shit talk. We're
Yeah,
talking
but I
about
know that,
real
but
pictures. We're talking
it's made a
about mods. We're
damage.
talking
It's
about
put a
money.
scar. It's put a fucking scar across all of us. It's marked us,
I'm only
and we
here
can't
for the
ever forget
present,
about that.
man. I'm here to fix now, not
Yeah,
the
and I'm here for
past.
the president. I'm here to not trust any of our former enemies, especially if they fucking backstabbed us too many times after we gave them our trust again, and yet they abused
That's
it again.
cool, man. Look, I'm not
Just
here to
and look,
fucking
remember what
beg
I
you.
told you. Remember what I told you last time. I told you to keep us
I'm
out
not
of
here
Lanicia's
to
problems.
bring you back into my life or let me into yours. I'm just here to fix this shit. Like what's
I'm here
going
to
on now.
end it all.
That's
I'm here
fine.
to end all this shit.
And that's why I keep bringing him up. That's why I'm bringing Lanisha up because what is this guarantee that he's gonna stop fucking with me?
Look, you'll have to talk to him about that. He's his own person.
No,
I
because
can't I
the
can't
way
babysit you two. It's like the same thing. I couldn't babysit Nikki Doll and you, Heaven. I couldn't do that.
Madrazo said that I have to talk to you guys.
Look, look, I don't blame Lanisha. I got my own doings with Brandon and he understands me for this shit. He understands me. Lanisha understands where me and Rosie come from with this shit. I understand where he comes from. We all have our own problems, but just the thing is we need to just stop like getting involved in each other's issues and problems like this because it's done a lot of damage to each and every one of us at some point. I know Madrazo, we can talk down to him, but the thing is, that ain't my problem. If I wasn't a part of talking shit to Heaven about trolling, if I wasn't with him at that day and time in that server, then that isn't my problem. If I wasn't involved in his shit talking with Heaven and then not only that, but the stuff that Heaven said about him, about tryhards and all this stuff, I wasn't there. So can y'all really expect me to fix such a problem? Because look, I'm right here talking directly to Brandon for the first time in a voice chat, man to man, right now, Madrazo. I
So
can't
what
fix
can
everyone's problems. I am not God, guys.
I feel like you and
I
me,
am not
Killdeath,
God, guys.
we're resolving our problems, right? You know, I'm telling you what you want to hear. I'm
Oh
apologizing.
yeah, you're telling me exactly what I want to hear. Yeah, that's right. You're
All right,
right,
man.
Brandon. You're right, Heaven doll. I agree with you. You're telling me exactly everything I want to know.
Because I'm being honest. I'm not lying.
How would
I
I
did.
know you're not going to cause drama over a girlfriend again? Let's just say you and Nicole get into a problem again. Let's just say Nikki comes back to you. How do we know that? Remember our last conversation? I wanted to talk to Nikki, but now I finally talked to Nicole. But the thing is, not everyone is the same. Not everyone has the same morals. Not everyone knows when they're pissed off to do the right thing and keep it to themselves.
I think
That's
the problem on your side and Rose's side is that you guys accept everybody that hates me. That somebody has a problem with me and they're like, okay, let's go to Rose and kill that.
no,
Is
the
that
problem between me and Rosie is I feel like you fucking hate us, Brandon. You fucking
I don't
hate us.
hate you guys.
That's what I feel.
I don't
I
hate
feel
you
like
guys.
you were always jealous of Rosie since the very start.
Why would I
I
be
feel
jealous
like
of
you were
her?
always jealous of her success, her fame, everything. But the only thing you want to know something she didn't have? She didn't have the profit that you started to make. Want to know why? Because she didn't care about that. But yeah, she worked the fame. But guess what? She went through years of struggle, learning everything. A lot
I'm
of
sorry.
fucking people
Look,
shut the door on her. A lot of
I
people
let
didn't
me tell
share
you, man.
their experiences.
I know I don't envy the people that I care about. If anything, the
I
reason
hope
why I
that's
told her
true.
to the only reason why I told her to make me a V2, I didn't need a V2. I could have just kept using Navina's body, but
That's,
I did it because I wanted her to make some money for her work.
you also wanted something that was way higher quality tier.
And yeah, that you could say that. I mean, right now if you compare Rose's stuff to Navina's, you can say Navina got pretty good. So,
Yep, want
if
to know why? Because Rosie is the godmother of everyone. She kick started all of y'all. She's the one responsible for all this, and she already credited the people who are responsible for helping her.
I
Give
will
credit
agree to
where
that.
it's due.
She pretty much got me started on everything that I did. I'm not
She
gonna lie,
inspired Navaja way before Navaja came
but
onto the scene, y'all.
but I
There was
but I
only two
won't.
people who made meshes.
But I will say I was never jealous of Rose. If anything, I wanted her to make money too. Okay.
But did you want to be her boss? I gotta ask you that
Naven-
question personally.
Speaking of
No,
Navenha, Navenha won't ever be better than me because Navenha's bodies come from that studio. Those are not her bodies at all.
I don't know where the fuck they come from, but she's doing some real cool some really cool shit. She was the one. She was the first one to do the breast physics, if I remember.
I mean, hey,
And
game assets are everywhere on the internet, guys. That's how we got to start with modding. I just look at Forza Horizon 5 and I see a lot of exports and converting from that game into GTA 5 cars.
yeah, that's a bunch of converts. But what I mean is that uh shit.
Pornographic games such as House Party. Oh, yeah, Unreal Engine shit. Unity.
Look, I'm just gonna tell you guys right here right now. I'm sorry that if you guys ever felt like I talked shit. I had my own reasons too. I felt at the time when that whole Nikki shit happened, I felt like Rose was a fake for not having my back, for not defending her for cheating on me. Because it all started because I sent her screenshots. I sent her the evidence that she cheated on me. And when you guys decided not to ban her, I was hurt. I was like, okay, that's fucked up. So I started going around calling her a fake. And I also started saying that I paid her 700 and that she ripped me off. But at that time, I was really convinced it was 700. But until she showed me the truth and that it was 340, that was when I was like, oh shit, I was way off, and I was
Hmm.
so wrong. I was so wrong for doing that because
Got a quick question.
I wish it got her half. That's where I fucked up, and I agree that probably made her look really bad, and
Hey,
I guess you
hey,
can
I'm
say
on
it
the
is
call.
defamation.
You're right. I'm glad I'm hearing you say that. I'm really glad you're saying that in front of these
I'm
guys.
not gonna, I'm not, look, if I fucked up, I'm gonna admit it, man. I'm not a piece of
Okay,
shit,
I
you
gotta
know?
ask you. You were the one that introduced Nikki Doll to Rosie, right? Or did they just meet?
Mm,
That's the part I don't know.
nah, they just met. I mean, she knew I was dating her,
I
but
mean, they formed a good friendship bond, which is why she didn't want to choose sides. Like she said earlier at the start of this chat, she wanted to remain neutral.
yep. No, I
Yeah,
know. And now when there's a problem, I don't force anybody to fucking to choose sides. It's just you know me, you know them, you're your own person and you can choose. So it's whatever. I don't do any of that anymore. Cause you're right, I was wrong. I shouldn't act like that. I admit it. I fucked up.
I hope this is the start of a real, true characteristic change within you, and I hope you end up real, making smarter decisions from now on to not end up causing such drama with innocent people when they just don't want to get involved. I
I
really
am not.
appreciate that you're saying all this, guy. I
I already
really
told
hope
Spoon. I told Spoon, yo, Spoon, we fucked up. Rose has nothing to do with this. Okay? I was like,
he
dude,
made things way worse.
I was like, take her bodies down. Rose has nothing to do with this. She's not involved in the drama and shit. It's just because Spoon thought that Rose was involved in it because she joined the server when the server got raided. So he was like, okay, so since she had part in it, I'm gonna leak the bodies. That's what he told me. But even though I told him it wasn't even fucking worth it, that it would just make him look bad, he still did it. Like I can't control him. It's his server. He can do what he wants. I told him not to. He wanted to do it in my server, but I told him not to do it. I didn't want to fucking have beef with Rose again. But um, pretty much, man. Like I'm not here to fucking do harm to anybody. You know. I just want to do my own shit. I want people to leave me alone. I know there's gonna be a lot of people who don't like me for some reason. I know sometimes there's fucking people who will just go to your server because they hate me so much. if you look at your server, it is full of fucking heaven doll haters. And that's because they don't know me. When you don't know somebody, you assume the worst of them. With a
It's
when
because we went on for 3 years straight going at war with each other, and including your loyal fans. They all hate us too. They hate Kinky Erotica, Kinky Erotica, and shit like that. I mean, that's the reason why a lot of our people hate Safe Word. That's why a lot of them are against you because you just kept on fueling it up, and Lanesha ended up making it even worse. And we let it happen because we had a common enemy. We had a common cause. That's the reason why a lot of people just don't like you in our server. Both of them, the 5M1 as well. That's the reason why. And hey, that's what happens when we end up going that damn long, raging war at each other over a whole damn misunderstanding and a person's errors over another person. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I just gotta tell you, man, I don't hate you. I don't hate you or Rose, but
I
I
don't
also
hate you
understand.
either,
I also
Evan. I
understand that
never hated you.
we will never come to trust each other again. And
I don't I don't I don't hate people. I only despise them. I'll end up forgiving the person, but I won't forget what they did.
yeah, I mean it's cool, man. Like I said, I fucked up,
Too
made
many
some
people take
mistakes,
advantage of soft people.
but now if we already got all of it out of the way from the past, because you really wanted to address the past, we addressed it. How about we talk about what's going on
Can you
now?
speak a little bit louder? Can you repeat the whole thing again? I'm sorry for asking you for to repeat again. It's just your mic got a little low.
It's because my mic is shitty. It's always been.
Oh, it's all good. I understand.
Um, so like as I was saying, since we got everything out of the way from the past because you wanted to address it, I told you everything honestly from the bottom of my heart. I told you everything I felt, all the truth. Now I would like to get to the present that's causing us all so much trouble. Maybe not you and Rose, but it is causing me a lot of trouble. Me and Little Spoon, we are down thousands of dollars because of this guy. Um, I know it's like Madrazo said, he thought he was doing the right thing, but he wasn't. So I really just want to I don't know if you guys have any way of convincing him to stop. I really just want him to stop. I've been wanting him to stop for a long time, but we supposedly made peace. Like we supposedly made peace. Latina, Lanisha, they freaking made an announcement in their servers. They said Heaven Doll makes the clothes, Rose makes the bodies, and let's all appreciate their work. And let's move on from the drama. And that's when I thought everything was over. Okay.
I I seriously thought that the exact same thing that Heaven just said here, thinking that we were all cool and all peace was made last time when we gave him the Super Dick version 2 bodies. I seriously believed his promises, y'all. I believed him. I believed the words he
I was
said. I
I was
showed you
keeping
guys.
them. I was keeping them until Nicole snapped and she fucking went and told Lanisha, here's his mods, here's his screenshots of the things that he told me. But
Oh, I think he
um
already knows enough. The damage has been done, guys. We can't reverse the damage that's been done. We gotta just accept it. Oh yeah, and I don't
he
blame him, and I wouldn't judge him for that. He has every right to rage off the way he did. Yeah, yeah, Brent. Yeah, Heaven. They made the announcement that yeah, those bodies and everything was settled. Yeah, they did that. No, no, not now. I'm talking about like days ago. I think it was days ago or a week ago. Yeah, they made that announcement and all that. Yeah, everything was all cool until something made Lanisha snap again, just like how something made Brandon snap again back in 2021. And that's where he started to talk shit about us, and that initiated the whole entire war once again and bringing us into the drama. I seriously would have expected better from someone who would have already turned professional instead of like just fighting off Lanisha on his own and keeping me and Rosa out of it. Rosie, I seriously expected that. But
Look,
no, I was wrong. Because the day I talked to Heaven though in that group chat, after we finally got it all solved, once yeah, finally Rosie convinced me to give it to him. And yeah, I honestly thought Heaven though was being honest and everything. We gave it to him, we made peace. Yeah, it lasted for a short time and everything. But I really would have expected him to turn into a professional.
oh, believe me, I'm professional. That's why we all come down and we're talking like adults, not shit talking each other.
I mean
I
it
told
happened last time, but look, me and Lanisha don't like it when shit just keeps on fucking repeating on the damn loop. When someone offers peace, and then it just happens and breaks off again. This
okay,
is
so
why some
you
people
remember
don't wanna take peace as an answer.
that would be Lanisha, my guy. Okay, we made
Okay, and
peace.
I understand them.
I apologized. You know, he would come up in my DMs every time talking shit. He's like, "Oh, you fuck dogs, you're a sick fuck." I was like, "Okay, whatever." You know, it's fucking public. It's all out there. If you don't like it, just don't fucking watch it, dude. And he's all like, "Oh, I bet you would make your girlfriend fuck a dog." And just to piss him off, I said, "Yeah, I would. I would, and I would watch." He's like, "Oh, what? You're a sick motherfucker." La la. And he's just talking shit all fucking day, man. He does not leave me alone. I did not block him for a reason. I didn't block him because when somebody makes false accusations on me, I want him to be able to come to me and ask me, "Hey, what's going on? Is this true?" That's
Okay,
why I didn't block him.
hold up. I gotta ask you a question real quick. You're telling me that it's a lie that he ended up accusing you that you said that you wanted Nikki to fuck a dog or whatever, a woman or whatever. Is that a lie? Is that no? Do not include them. Not yet. Keep them out of this.
I said
Oh, you're good.
well,
Okay.
I know he's probably gonna use that as something that he wants to use
Because look,
against me, but
I'm gonna just be honest with you. I know you've made that kind of pornographic content with GTA before. Are you honest to stand by what you made before? I won't judge you for it.
no, it's public, man. Everybody knows. They know what I do.
Okay, and how do you feel about it being known to me, Rosie, all of us here in this chat about what you made?
The way I feel about it, I think I even told
Yeah.
Rose in a DM. I was like, because if you remember, if Rose remembers, maybe she does. There was a time when I just fucking disappeared. I disappeared for like a month, and then
Oh yeah, I
not
remember that.
not even I told Nikki because I was so scared. I was talking to
You
this
wanted to
girl.
keep it secret.
I no well I look I met this girl. Her I don't know if you remember her, but her name was Laureen.
I think
And
I do remember her, but I don't remember exactly much.
yeah, but so I met her, and then she was the one making that kind of porn, and I was like, oh wow, that's kind of hot, you know. And so we kind of started talking about it, and then I remember one time I pissed her off. I don't remember why. She was like, "You're fucking done. I'm gonna tell everybody that you like this shit." I was like, "No, please don't, please don't tell anyone. No one can know." And then she kept fucking threatening me. And so I just fucking decided to disappear. I deactivated my account. I made an out, and I was just talking to two people. I didn't want to talk to anybody else because I was ashamed of it. And I remember I decided to just come back and talk to Nikki and tell her the truth about that kind of porn I made. And she was like, "Well, you didn't have to leave. You could have just told me." And even she liked it, you know. But I was kind of ashamed of it, and that's when I told even Rose, I was like, I disappeared because of this. I didn't want anybody to know I did that or I'm into it. But then I remember even Lorraine came back and she was like, I don't know why you're so scared. You should just be yourself. You shouldn't be ashamed of what you like. And so I took her word, and that's when I stopped hiding it. I decided to just post it. Why would I hide what I like? I know not everybody likes it, but if I like it, I could just do it. It's not real. That's not what I do in real life. I would never do that in real life. I would never make my girlfriend fuck a dog if that's what you're asking. Never. It's just a
Okay.
fantasy. And that's how that whole thing started. Um, that porn is public in Rule 34. You know where all the degenerates go. All that shit is public. I got nothing to hide. I don't know how people bring it up to fucking make me look bad. I'm like, dude, it's public. I don't give a shit.
So Linda should just talk shit about it to you, right?
Yeah, he would come up to me, tell me that I'm a duck fucker and whatever, and he would just. I was like literally playing with my girlfriend. I was playing with Nicole Fallout 76. You remember, babe? And so we were just playing Fallout, and this guy comes up to me. He starts fucking talking mad shit. He's like, "You sick fuck. You do this, this, and that." And then he's so like, "I bet you would make your girlfriend fuck a dog." And you know what? I was just like, "Yeah, I would. So what?" And he's so like, "What?" Like he was all shocked, and I guess he took that as truth. And
Ah,
he fucking started going around that I would make my girlfriend fuck a dog and whatnot.
and he
And
did that because of y'all's beef.
because he just doesn't leave me alone. That's like his favorite hobby. I mean, he even put it on his introduction. His favorite hobby is bullying heaven doll. And you're telling me I'm the
Oh,
one that
damn,
fucking
son.
and you're telling me I'm the one fucking with him. And you know one time I remember me and him, I was like, dude, why don't you just come down and you try to be my friend? Because I don't like being your enemy. And so we opened each other's hearts to each other. He told me about his dead girlfriend, you know, and I told him
Yeah, he
about my
did,
life.
and I also remember Brandon talking crap about that. But hey, I know about that. But the thing is, these two, you know how people are in real life whenever they don't like each other. They're just gonna talk all the shit they know about each other. I mean, Heaven did it, Lanisha does it. It's a normal thing when people don't like each other or just despise each other, such as enemies. That is why Heaven.
I didn't hate Lanisha back then. I was just like, dude, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. And so
I guess you
that's
just took it to real hard about what you said about tryhards.
I
It's
guess.
because the thing is, whenever he came to me and Rosie, he actually told us the real reason why tryhards are the way they are, and I finally understood why.
Well, I used to kill a lot of tryhards back in the day, so I told him how I felt. I don't like that tryhards go around fucking with people, destroying their cargo. I hate
Mhm.
tryhards. Okay, he was one. Nothing personal. It's whatever. But but what I want to get to is that one day he pissed me off so fucking much, so fucking much. That fucking day I lost my shit, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up! You're a fucking nigger." I called him a nigger, and I said that to him only one time. I called him a nigger one time. And then I told him, I'm glad your fucking girlfriend died the way she did, you piece of shit. He pissed me off that much. I said some horrible shit. And after I said that, he leaked my pictures that he got from Ruby. And I and I was and I was like and I was like okay, yeah, okay. I guess he did that because I pissed him off really bad. But I mean, he was the one poking me first. He's the one that's always coming up to me talking shit and expecting me to take it. At that day, I was like, I am not taking this shit anymore. I'm gonna bully him back. And so he leaked my pictures, and from there, pretty much the hate wagon started with me and him. Right now, he's in the 5M server going around that I'm saying that I'm a racist because I called him a nigger. I never once called another black person a nigger, just him, because he pissed me off so much. I fucking did it. And he was also mad that I called Latina a bitch for some reason. I don't remember
Wait,
the
he was pissed off
context.
over that?
Yeah,
Of course he would.
he was pissed off because I called her a bitch or whatever. I don't remember the context on it, but she
I
told me
mean,
that
I
I
would
needed.
be too, but because I think if I remember correctly, you disrespected my woman in front of me. I'm trying to remember if that was you.
Yeah, because I called her I called her a
Yeah,
pendeja
yeah, it
because
was you. It was in that group chat, I think. Yeah, so who wouldn't get pissed off, you know? Why do you
no,
think there's another reason? I
it
mean,
wasn't a group
Madrazo,
chat.
the list just goes on between all of us, man. It just keeps on going on, Madrazo.
I was like really mad at Rose because she let Lanisha keep going on her fucking server, like talking shit and doing all these things. And I was like, why don't you just ban him? Don't you see the type of damage that
Was it
he's doing?
before or after we tried to make the peace treaty?
Nah, that was way before. And then
Yeah, that's why we still didn't make peace. That's why we let him do that.
that's when I called her a pendeja because I was like really mad that she wouldn't listen to me. Because Lanisha's going around fucking shit up. And she's like, "We he didn't do anything to us, but he's doing shit to me in your server, and you're not moderating your server." So I lost my shit too there, and I said that. So, but I already apologized for it. I said I'm sorry. Even I said I'm sorry to Latina. I was like, I'm sorry I called you that. I don't know you. You don't know me, and I shouldn't have called you that. I even apologized to I apologized to Lanisha. I was like, I'm sorry. I joked about your dead girlfriend. I know that was really fucked up, and what you did to me afterwards was probably deserved because I shouldn't have said that. And when we all apologized to each other, we made that peace treaty. We even made the announcement. It was that, oh, Heaven Doll makes the clothes, Rose makes the bodies, and we're all going our separate ways. Yeah. And
Yep.
so we had that temporary peace. We had that temporary
I
peace
falling for the
until
same
Nicole
fucking tricks
snapped.
again. But yeah.
un- So Nicole snapped. She gave the shit to Lanisha, and then Lanisha took all of her words as truth. And then he started shit again with us. He started going around leaking my mods. I lost a lot of money. Uh, my face was everywhere, and I started being called a pedophile over that. So it was Lanisha the one that broke the peace treaty because he had so much shit on me. He wanted he didn't want to sit on it. He didn't want to come and ask me. He
I mean, it happens. Not just one person. Another person could happen because who knows? It could even be happening. But yeah, but yeah, I see. I see the history now. I see the history.
dude,
Okay, if that's what you want me to do, I'll just do it. I don't care. I'll just do it if they
when I
have.
took a break from Nicole, let me tell you, when I took a break from Nicole, she was like telling me, she was like making threats, and I was like, you won't do it. But it was like 5 minutes after, and then Lanisha fucking texts me. She's so like, "You're fucking done, you chomo," or whatever he calls me. I was like, "What the?
Oh
How
damn,
do you get
son.
those files? What the fuck?" And he's like, "You hurt your girlfriend, and you're a fucking pedophile, you piece of shit. Don't talk to us. You're done." I was like, "Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing, man? Those files are worth thousands of dollars. What do you mean pedophile?" And then he showed me the fucking screenshot. I was like, "Oh my god, dude, that is so taken way out of fucking context. That's fucked up." And so he kept talking shit. So like, I'm gonna fucking ruin your life. I'm gonna ruin you. You're fucking done. You bozo, whatever. And so I just fucking blocked that motherfucker. And I was like, oh shit, I am done. I am so fucking done. I am. I wasn't done because of my reputation. I was done because 3 years of my fucking hard work were leaked. She gave the files to him, but he was the one.
You see, thank y'all for bringing that up. That's another thing that leads us into even more fucking bullshit. The leaks of our bodies back then. The leaks of all these assets. Like, how the fuck did they get out? Like, seriously, how did other content creators freaking get this shit? Such as Nemeja. Like, it was talk way back then. Where, like, how the heck
Nvidia has
did
cert
Rosie's
packs.
did Rosie's work get out like that? So you see that it was a leaking war too. It turned into a leaking war back then. People
We
were
never
also leaking the Rosie shit back then.
we never leaked Rose's shit until that time you guys raided Little Spoon server and he did that. But that was only up for like one day. And then I
We
told him to
won't
take it down.
probably ever freaking figure out all the numerous people involved.
Oh, I
Who knows?
know who was the one. I know the spearhead for my mods and Little Spoon's mods leaking. And his name was Lanisha. Look, Nicole gave him the files, but it was
All right, so you're
Lanisha the
telling me
one.
Lanisha leaked our shit?
No, I don't know
I'm
that.
I'm about to get really mad right now if that is true. Madrazo, is that true? Did Lanisha lick our shit? Is that true,
No,
Heaven Doll?
no, I didn't say that. I said
Oh,
I
good,
know he leaked my
good, good,
mods.
good, good. Oh man,
No,
that was funny.
you're saying you don't know who leaked your mods, but I know who leaked mine. That's what I'm saying.
Uh, yeah, we know that.
I would
Sorry,
never I
just
would never make false accusations like that. Hell no.
a funny thought
They
came
just
into
come
my
to
head.
bite you in the ass later. I don't lie. That's why I don't lie, man.
Good, but at least everybody at least lies one time, and I know Lanisha lied too.
I don't know how your bodies got out, but look, the only time your bodies leaked was by Little Spoon, and that was the time you guys raided the server. He was like, it was up 1 or 2 days, right? It was up for 1 or 2 days. This guy has been going around telling people, here's Heaven's Free mods because he's a pedophile. Don't support him. Yep. He sent it in DMs.
Yeah,
I
yeah, that
even
makes
there's a
sense.
bunch of people in my safe word server. I'm like, how the fuck did you get those clothes? So like, oh, Len was Killdeath not aware of this raid? You guys, you guys raped Little Spoon's servers so hard. Literally, there was no defense against it. He was sleeping and he had no admins. And all of the shit that you guys posted, it was my pictures with dicks on my face. Well, it was Lanisha, and well, now you know it is Lanisha, the one that's the head of the operation for Leaky. And when Spoon woke up, I was like, I am done playing fucking games. If they want war, they're gonna get war. And so and Little Spoon saw that Rose joined too. So he was like, oh, so Rose had something to do with this? Fuck her. I'm gonna leak her fucking bodies too. I was like, dude, don't do it. Yeah, you're just gonna fucking make yourself look bad. But he still did it. It's his server. I can't do shit about it. I just told him, don't do it on my server. I don't want that heat. And and so after that group chat, I told him Rose has nothing to do with with the shit Lanisha does. So please just take it down. We can try to make peace once and for all. And so he took them down. We were on a voice call, and we pretty much just accepted the fact that Rose has nothing to do with it. That's the only time Rose's shit leaked. Rose's body's leaked. But and that was only 2 days, 1 or 2 days. But like I said, Lanisha's been going around spreading my mods and spoons for over lies. So I think that he should be he should be held accountable at some sort of extent for doing that. And he should never ever by any circumstances be able to have somebody come up to him and tell him to do harm to me, because every time he does, he's always fucking wrong, he's always fucking up, and he always has to apologize. And the damage he does to me is irreparable, okay? That's why I feel that I don't know what we can do about Lanisha, but what he's done to me, what he's done to Little Spoon is way beyond repair, way too fucked up.
Yeah, but both of us need to take responsibility. Can you stop calling you out, please?
Look, Nicole, trust me,
You, we both did, but that this was said. Okay, you need to
I,
take
I already,
responsibility too. Okay.
I already toasted her plenty. I gave her 2 months of torture when she was violent. I told you just hide, because everybody fucking hates you now. Just hide and say that you're violent. I just want you to remember that you're a fucking piece of shit for doing that to me, and you're lucky I'm still trying. That's what I told her. I told me, trust me, I already fucking tortured her enough. You guys don't need to do it.
That's I'm reliving it. I'm reliving it always. You know, I want to get this apology out the way because I want to move on from it, and I'm sick of fucking hearing it every time.
Oh, Nicole, I recommend you just stay off social medias like you suggested the first time, especially Discord.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I just didn't fucking know that it was gonna be this bad. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, just stay on. Don't talk to nobody. I mean, besides maybe Madrazo, you can talk to
That's what I
Madrazo.
want to do. That's what I want to do. But I want to make sure that everything's okay before I leave. That's why. I'm gonna go with heaven after this. I mean, you guys not gonna hear from me ever again. All right? But I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying that I already know that what happened, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna issue apology. If you want me to apologize to everybody in Kink or whatever, I will. I don't mind doing it.
Oh yeah, maybe. Hold up, repeat that question again. I want Rosie's busy right now. I want her to get back into the chat when I want her to hear her with her own ears about like such public apologies.
No, but Louis Mister needs to chill out too, bro,
A
because
lot of people
he's
misunderestimate me about how I can easily detect. Oh, manipulate your persuasive tactics. Oh man, I know it's all old news, but yeah, you're right. Thank you for coming to us directly, though. It's much better for us to. It's much better to.
This is how we should have always resolved our problem, by talking, not assuming and talking shit.
Yeah, it's just people. Sometimes people, Madrasa, we gotta understand that not everybody wants to, you
That.
know, completely move on. Some people just wanna, they have other plans deep down. You know what I mean? They have other plans deep down.
That ain't me.
They don't necessarily tell you everything directly. Not everyone's going to do that. I hope you understand that. I've encountered many people that have done that before. But yeah, I'm glad we're talking this out though. That's why this is called resolving issues, and we're resolving the biggest issue of them all. Are you back, Rosie?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. She should focus about clearing her name
If
herself, nobody
if
else's. She should worry about
okay,
herself, not
if
talk
she
about
were
anybody else's
to make
name,
this
just her
apology,
her own name.
if she were to make this apology, the main people that were affected were the people from the initial server, because I keep everything that is not supposed to be in the server, like leaks and stuff like that. That is totally not allowed in the home server. And when people were leaking, Lanesha, when he was leaking things in the home server, I spoke with him, Plus, my aunt also said that that stuff shouldn't be allowed because my aunt is also head admin there and she's also in charge of everything there as well. If you guys know who she is, and she also said suggested if you guys remove the drama from the home server and keep it elsewhere.
I
So
mean, I've put her there.
yeah, on the kinks.
Nicole, just make your apology about yourself only. Nothing else. Just yourself. Focus on yourself.
Fucking paying everybody jail check, can't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause once I'm gonna apologize, I'm gonna leave.
The
Rose, you should do it
permission.
yourself. They're not against you. The thing is, they worry about you getting fully manipulated and suckered in. That's the thing. Can, can you honestly believe? Can you honestly blame them? Nah. A lot of people like to play two faced, Madrazo. I mean, I can tell you one thing right now, and I can tell you a whole other thing later on. You know what I mean? That's what. Only give her announcement powers. Rose, you should go on there and message them.
You want me to let Lanisha and Latina Doll know? Is that what you guys are saying? Okay.
Just let them know that Nicole is going to make an apology for everything she's done, and it's only going to be about her.
Okay.
I mean, you said you want me to do an announcements?
Guys, and if we're gonna make the very last peace treaty, um, I want you guys to know, you, Killdeath and Rose especially, that every time you hear somebody talking shit about me, telling you things that I'm not, every time you guys hear it, you guys believe it all the time. I think you guys should take this as a lesson to know that every time somebody lies about me, I always come out and to not believe people's lies because that's what I said last time and it still happens. And also if we're all going our own ways, I just want you guys to know that I will never say any of you guys' name, not even Lanisha. I don't want nothing to do with these guys. I just want you guys to do your best. I know Rosie is very talented. It's honestly a shame. I'll have to work with Nvidia because I don't really know Nvidia. But if if I have to get a body from somewhere, it's gonna be Nvidia. Okay, I'm not in there to spy on you. I'm not in there to try to steal your work because I know maybe that's kind of a thing that you guys worried about, that it was just me trying to steal your work, but that's wrong. I always just ask. I'm not a snake. I did mistakes, yeah.
Can you give me the ability to paint everyone? I'll do a use that. Okay.
So because so because it's so because the server is under Lanisha's authority, I just because I have yeah, I don't have any right to do whatever I want. I mean, it's his server. It's his server. I mean, I don't want to just make changes with how it's concerned. I mean, I did not even give him full access to the home server because my family and more wants that. Yeah, I did. I just messaged him just now. I'm waiting for his response.
Yeah, but as I was saying, got nothing against you guys. I haven't said anything about you guys since 2021. I have it now. Uh and if we're gonna make a peace treaty, I want you guys to promise that we will never cross paths again. You guys don't want nothing to do with me, and I don't want to bother you guys again. But the real deal breaker for me right now here is that I want you guys to keep Lanisha on check, because as soon as somebody goes talking shit about me, he's gonna take that as true and he's gonna ruin all of this for all of us, like he did last time. It's gonna be like a Nicole 2.0 situation. We make peace, somebody goes brings shit to him and he starts talking shit again. You guys know what I mean? We need to make sure that he never ever, for not even as a fucking joke, makes a fucking, not even say my name. That's just what I want. Like, even if there's new drama about me that he can use for his entertainment, I don't want him saying shit about me. Can we make that happen? Can we or not? Nah, like there's no peace treaty if he's gonna start shit again. I'm sorry. There has to be a promise here.
So you're pretty much just saying that no matter what happens between you and Lanesha, you're still going to drag us into whatever conflict between you two. So that's what you're trying to say.
Not you guys in particular, but
Because I'm not his owner. He's not a slave of mine. I'm not holding him by a fucking collar like a dog to tell him what to
you
do.
have sway over him.
Yeah, I have sway over him.
So if
The
he
thing
wants to start
is,
shit again with me, you can just tell him no, just leave him alone. Can't you?
probably it just depends if he would even bother to listen to me. I mean, hey, I could probably talk to him, but I'm pretty sure he won't listen. And really, I'm not going to threaten him. I'm not going to stop him because guess what? You know, he's got his own reasons for his entire being. And you really think we're going to want to just end up causing a trouble with an ally over some enemy? We ain't going to have no division here.
When are
And
we gonna
yeah,
have peace then?
Just
He's
like
the-
just like you're
he's the-
talking to me right now, you're talking to me, Rosie, Madrazo, and Nicole. You could probably talk to him.
Oh, trust me, I had my DMs open, my man, and all he did was talk shit. That's why I had I know I can talk to Madrazo, but Lanisha, I had his DMs. I never blocked him for I didn't like him, okay? I didn't like him, but I never blocked him because if he needed to clarify some fucking bullshit lies, he could have talked to me. But he took advantage of that and he used that to talk shit to me. Okay? So that's why I blocked him. The way I see it, I don't think he's ever gonna want peace because if somebody else comes up to him and he tells him new shit like, "Oh, here's evidence Rose did it," I mean, here's evidence Heaven did this or that, he's gonna start again. And how can we have peace if he's gonna keep doing this shit? That's what I'm saying. I don't like doing this shit. You think I got time? Do you think I want to be doing this shit every day? I don't. I haven't fulfilled orders that I have. I have a fucking line of orders that I can't fucking get done because I have to deal with shit like this. I don't want to be doing this.
He's probably in a pissed off mood right now. Well, yeah, but I wish we could resolve everything in one night. How much I really want to just end all of this already, but it's just the thing. It's just the thing is he might be a little pissed off right now. But hey, guys, we're making progress, right? We're making good progress.
We are. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go.
Why don't you explain the situation to him, Madrazo?
Hmm.
So she lied. So wait a minute. So she lied to me about him being a pedophile and all the list goes on. And Nicole, you want to talk? Cause I'm right here.
Yeah, I was hurt because of what he did to me, and those things that I said are not true. Yeah.
So basically, you leaked all his shit to me, and you and Ruby wanted me to leak it out.
Well, I mean,
Business for no reason.
yeah, well, I mean, like this, he broke my fucking heart. It's my first heartbreak. I know it's not justified for what I did, but I want to apologize and I want to move on from it, and I am sorry that I lied.
I don't know what to say right now, man. I don't know what to say.
All I can tell you, Lanisha, is that I always told you not to listen to everybody's bullshit lies, man. I told you about Scanty. I told you about everybody else that lied about me to never believe them. You always had my DMs open, and instead of using my DMs, instead of using that privilege of me not blocking you, you use that privilege to come and talk shit to me instead of clarifying accusations. You remember I told you I'm going to keep my DMs open. If you have any questions, man, you can come talk to me. We can clarify the lies. But instead, you wanted to go around in my DMs telling me that I'm sick fuck for making that doggy porn or whatever. And when you got the mods, when you got all that shit from Nicole, what did you do? All you did was say, "Oh, you're a fucking pedophile. Game over. I'm gonna leak all this shit." And I was like, dude, just think whatever you want. I didn't do that. And then you fucking left and you started leaking everything and shit went down from there.
So let's talk about you and Cleo. What's the issue with you telling Cleo that tell her that she's 16 so you can crop out the entire conversation, but that part. What's the deal with that?
That whole night I was fucking lying to you. Just fucking with you, making you mad the same way you were making me mad. Because the way I see it, I don't want to see you again. I don't ever want to fucking say your name again. I try to offer you peace and you're still fucking with me. I wanted to make you mad. Okay? That's the only reason.
I mean, I really didn't get mad. I mean, I was kind of laughing a little. I mean, I was laughing, but Killdeath messaged me.
I mean, how did you
Talking
feel
to me
about
about
everything
another
you did?
player.
Yeah, some other freaking dude. Some other dude.
So,
asked me questions.
as of right now, it's 12 o'clock, and the server restarts at 1 o'clock. So I really need to get back to work because some donators donated me some cars. If y'all want to see my screen, I can show you. And I have to convert these cars onto 5M, and I'm still working on the loading screen.
Oh, baby, yeah.
Well, it's
Just
Monday, and I need to be at. So yeah, I need to be in bed early because I need to get up early for work tomorrow.
Yeah, we got lives too, y'all.
Yeah, I got. You know how many yards I got tomorrow? I got 13 accounts. Yeah, I got 13 accounts. The biggest yard I need to do is that hillside, and these fucking customers, man, they wait until the grass is so fucking high for me to do it. It makes me mad, dude. Like they wait so fucking long. They wait like 3 weeks till the grass is so high.
Yeah, I fucking remember that shit.
And, I have to. I
I had
don't
to
have
do
to
something
double
silly
cut.
like
I have
that,
to
man.
triple cut it. All right, so Nicole, since you lied about everything, I'm going to grant you access to the announcement in our main server. Rosie, you want her apologizing to your server also, or Killdeath?
Let me see. Did Nicole really cause trouble in our server? I know she caused trouble in the 5-1.
Well, the main server is Kingston.
Pretty much a lot of our main essential people are in the 5M server too, just specifically for 5M. So, and Nicole was kind of a part of that. So, I'm pretty sure our main essential ones are gonna see that in the 5M server. But anyways, just in case if Rosie wants to have it in the main server, I'll let her know because she's kind of busy right now. And then we'll let you guys know if she wants y'all to announce it to it. Yeah.
All right, and Killdeath, the other thing you need to know is we lost 2 players today. They're not returning to our server because of the raid that happened. I wasn't there to, look at the reports. They didn't make the report. There was no clip in the report. They just said, rape RP. That's it.
By the way,
So,
speaking on that, you already know that Rosie's brother Sean is getting into fighting, right?
pardon me?
You already know that Rosie's brother Sean is getting into a fighting, right?
Yeah, but
I
he
feel
was.
like maybe
Go ahead.
I feel like maybe he could probably like do some monitoring around,
I gave
if
him
he proves to be
stats.
responsible enough.
Yeah, I gave him stats.
I don't know if he's here today. It's just I don't think he's getting along with some of the other staff.
Let me check his logs.
Yeah, check him. Because he does take it kind of seriously, especially from the stuff he was telling me the other couple days ago. Yeah, go eat, man. Don't lose out on your nutrition. It's bad. I've dealt with that many times before. I just really wish everyone was that way in the world. You know how much I really wish it was like that. Because we would end all of the fucking wars going on worldwide right now. Yeah, man, but some people just end up pushing though, and it ends up going bad. Shit. I mean, just look at our politics right now. Yep. But
Respect,
yeah, that's all.
Madrazo.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Thanks for setting all this shit up.
You still think me and Jazz are the same person?
Bro, everything I said that night was bullshit, bro. I don't have fucking 60 players. I'm not making a shit ton of money, like I said. All that shit I said that day was just to fucking make you mad because you were making me mad.
Look, man, I don't really care if you make another Fathom server. I mean, I can't stop you because again, we're not responsible, or we cannot report servers for having other content, because again, at the end of the day, this is Rockstar server. Like, Rockstar is the only company that can report our server get it taken down. That's only if you sell like real vehicles or whatever that Rockstar doesn't want you to sell on the server or make money off of, like vehicles like BMW, Sport, Chevrolet, all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone's using Rosie's bodies, even passive role player, and I don't like him. He's a 17-year-old kid running a 18 server. Do y'all see a problem with that? A 17-year-old? Yes, he's 17.
I don't know, man. Others' business don't concern me unless it's my own. That's the way I see it.
Mm-mm.
Let
I am
me
not the judge.
let me check something because I need